Hello friends and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. I have such a fun video planned for you guys today. At least I think it's fun. So I just finished all of my planner stickers for the month of July. They were actually, I added them to the Etsy shop yesterday. So they were released yesterday. And then what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you the 3 different July patterns, and I'm going to show them in my Erin Condren 7x9 vertical planner. And this is the universal kit. It's based on the measurements for the Erin Condren 7x9. So I'm going to show you the 3 different patterns, and I'm going to lay them out in 3 different ways. It's kind of like a little challenge I do for myself, and it's so fun. And I get my creative juices flowing, and I get to play with all the new stickers, so I absolutely love that. So you may have noticed I was showing you all the sticker sheets that come in the universal pack, and you may have noticed that the full box sheet is different. I have changed the full box sheet. We now have, let's see, is it 9? Yes, there's 9 full boxes, 7 that are complete, like full decorative boxes, and then 2 functional boxes, full boxes. And then I still kept the weekend banner and some flags on there for you guys. One thing though, as I was laying down all the stickers today, is that I noticed that I didn't do the cut files right. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to adjust the cut files so that it's perfect before I send the product to any customers. But you might notice as I'm laying down the stickers, the boxes are a little bit bigger than the actual boxes in the spread. So I will definitely go in and fix that before, I send it to customers. Okay, so this first pattern is called July 124, and this is my nod to the 4th of July. So this is like my red, white, and blue kit for the year, and I love that swooshy pattern on the thick washi at the bottom there. I just think that is such a pretty design. I don't know why it just is so pretty. And then so what I'm doing with this layout is I'm taking the thick washi and the top washi all the way across the page on both sides, all the way into the sidebar. This is the only spread where I do that. On the next 2 spreads, I'm going to actually cut that and have the sidebar completely separate from the rest of the design or the layout that I'm doing. And then I'm using the date splash headers, which come as a part of your universal kit. I do have the option for an add-on for classic headers, which are just rectangles if you don't like the date splash or paint splash headers. So that's always an option. And then those ombre boxes that I put across the top there, that's also an add-on option. So it's not part of the universal kit, something you would need to add separately if that's something you choose to use. It's funny, I didn't use ombre boxes for years, and now like I can't seem to do a spread without them. Like I always want the ombre boxes. I also have a sidebar kit as an add-on option, which you'll see that in a moment here. I will do a sidebar. But here are the 2 functional full boxes that are part of that sheet, and there's the weekend sticker. So you can see the sheet is definitely bigger than the full size sheet that I used to have, so of course it's a little bit more expensive. So my new universal packs are a little bit more expensive than the old ones. I did have to increase the price to make up for the amount of sticker paper that I am now using to make the kit. So just by a couple dollars though, not too bad. And then I did want to let you know that we are currently having a Mother's Day sale in the shop. So everything in the shop is 20% off. You don't need a discount code because it's a sale across the whole shop, so no discount code needed. The sale will end on Wednesday, May 15th. What else? Oh yeah, so if you do happen to miss the sale, I do always have a discount code for all of my YouTube viewers that you can use when there's not a sale going on. You can't use it in combination with a sale, but that is for 15% off your order, and that discount code is YouTube 15. So you can use that anytime there's not a sale to save an additional 15% off your order. So here's a closer look at the spread. This first spread, I wanted to make it very like structured, very in line. I did full boxes all the way across the middle because I wanted to see what that would look like. And so yeah, that was the first one. So the second kit here is July 224. And this kit, the main colors are blue and yellow, and it features lemons and flowers. It's such a pretty kit. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put the ombre boxes in that middle section instead of the top section like I did on the first spread. That's currently my favorite place to put the ombre boxes. I used to always put the ombre boxes across the top, but now I'm kind of liking them in the middle. I like the way they look when they go across the middle. And then what I'm going to do in the top and bottom row is I'm going to kind of stagger the rest of the functional stickers. So it's not going to be such as uniform a look as I did in that first spread. I wanted to tell you guys about the movie that Logan and I went to see yesterday for Fun Friday. It was so good. It's called The Fall Guy, and it's starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. And I didn't know anything about the movie before we went. I mean, what I knew about it was that it's about a stuntman in Hollywood. That's all I knew. And it was such a fun time. After the movie was over, Logan and I looked at each other and we're both like, that was a good movie. So we both agreed that it was a really good movie. It's like nonstop action-packed adventure the whole entire time. Actually, at one of Logan's doctor's appointments this week, we were talking to the doctor and he was asking if we had any plans, coming up, and Logan mentioned we were going to go see this movie, and the doctor told us, oh, that was actually a TV show in the 1980s, which I had no idea. I was so surprised. I mean, because I grew up in the 80s. I know a lot of I don't know all of the shows, that existed in the 80s, because I actually didn't move to America until 1985. That's when I moved to America. So I did there's some things that I missed. But I know there's a show called Dallas, but I never got to see it when I was a kid, The shows that I watched as a kid, they're from the 1980s, were the ones that they showed us on the army base. On the army base where I grew up in Germany, we had one channel. So they picked all the programming for that one channel. But anyways, I got way off track. The whole point was I had never heard of this TV show. So I don't know if the TV show has the same premise as the movie, but it's just such a fun time. If you just want a feel-good, action-packed movie, there's a little love story. It was such a good time. I feel like it's been a while since he and I had seen a good movie. We'd seen a few duds recently, and that's always disappointing because going to the movies, although we do kind of a lot, it's our thing. We like going to the movies together. It's still a luxury item for us because it's not something we can always afford to do. So when we actually choose to spend our money on that, and then it turns out to be not a good movie, it's just extremely disappointing. It's oh, we wasted our money on that movie, So in this spread here, I decided on the sidebar, I decided not only to use the sidebar stickers, but also to use some of the leftover stickers that I had in other sheets. So I used a full box at the top there, and then I'm also going to use some of the functional boxes and the decorative functional boxes from my functional box sheet and the sidebar there, so you'll see that in just a minute. But do you see what I'm saying about the ombre boxes going across the middle? I just think that's I don't know, I just really like the way that looks, the way it separates it out, very clearly into three sections. That way you can see the top section and the bottom section. But like I said, in the top section and the bottom section, I tried to be a little less structured and formal like I did on the first spread, and have it be a little more spaced out. So I started by putting down the full boxes, spreading them out. I did 3 on the top row, and then I did 4 on the bottom row there, and then I just kind of staggered the quarter boxes and the half boxes. So this is what the sidebar ended up looking like, and I really liked having a little bit of color in the sidebar. I thought that was really fun. I always show you the sticker sheets at the end so you can see that I didn't use all the stickers, or which sheets I did use all the stickers for. So here is a closer look at the spread. Oh, I just love this pattern so much. I mean, I love the red, white, and blue one too in July 124, but there's just something about lemons and the color blue. I just love that combination. It always makes me think of Italy, and I don't know why. I mean, I've been to Italy a couple of times, but I don't know why specifically. Every time I see lemons and blue, you know, yellow lemons and a blue like background, I think of Italy. Okay, so this final spread is, I'm using the pattern July 324, and this one, there's going to be a lot of me putting stickers down and then peeling them back up again, and that is because this is going to be my like most like artistic creative spread I'm doing with you guys. This is where I'm going to like really stretch myself to use the stickers in a unique way, not structured at all. I'm not even going to follow the lines always. Sometimes I'll follow some of the lines, sometimes I won't, sometimes I'll overlap. So here I'm putting some stuff down, but I'm going to end up peeling up some of that. And then the headers I decided to do on this spread, instead of doing the paint splash headers, I'm using the classic headers, which again are an add-on option for all of my universal kits. And so there's a lot of decisions that had to be made during this spread. It wasn't straightforward, so it took me a little bit longer, but I did end up using the ombre boxes all the way across, just like I did in the other spreads. But this time I went all the way down to the bottom of the page, and not just the bottom, like the row where the boxes are. I went all the way down to the bottom where I would normally put thick washi. I put the ombre boxes there as well. So at first I was going to do like a random pattern down each column, but then I decided I needed to see the big picture. So I decided to do the whole spread at one time instead of just doing column by column. And I started with my full boxes, both the decorative full boxes and the functional full boxes, and I laid them out. Some of them I did horizontally, some I did vertically, and again, I didn't necessarily follow the lines. There's sometimes where I follow the lines and sometimes where I don't. I was trying to just make it like random and pretty. Like, even though it's random, I was still trying to make it pretty. So if something didn't work out that I didn't think was pretty, then I peeled it up and I ended up going in another direction, just like what I'm going to do here in just a moment. I put down 3 check boxes, and then I decided I did not like the way that looked right in the middle of my chaotic spread. I thought it was a little too structured, so I pulled those off, and we're going to do something different there. So the main colors in this kit are pink and green and purple, like a plum kind of purple. And I feel like it doesn't show up very well on the screen, the purple part. The whole sidebar is plum, so you'll see it when we get to that point. But yeah, so on the screen it looks mostly like just pink and green, like a pink and green kit. So on the sidebar this time, I decided to only use sidebar stickers. So you're going to see that in just a moment here. I'm going to fill the whole sidebar with just the sidebar kit. So after I got all of the full boxes and the quarter boxes and the half boxes laid down, then I went back in with my medium washi and my thin washi, and I just tried to fill in any white space. So because I was ignoring the lines, you could see, you know, the lines of the planner, you could see those lines when I was done laying down stickers, and I tried to cover up as much of that as possible with the washi. And actually, I think this is super pretty the way it turned out. Personally, it's a little bit too chaotic for my planning. Like, I wouldn't want to plan this way, but I love the way that it turns out when I plan this way. I think it looks very pretty. It's just for me, like, I need more of a structured a structured plan to my plans and less creative. But I think it does look really pretty at the end here. So here I am just going in, continuing to fill in the thin washi. So now that I've added the thin washi and the medium washi, you can see that most of those gray lines that were part of the Erin Condren planner are now gone. This is the neutral layout, and I love the neutral layout from Erin Condren. I feel like it's the best for stickers. I've tried the colorful layout in the past because I'm a colorful person, so I thought, oh, I should get the colorful. So I've tried the colorful layout in the past, and it's just it does not work well with stickers because the colorful sticker, the color patterns that she picked don't always match the pattern, the designs that I make, the patterns I use in my designs. So because of that, I feel like the neutral is really the best way to go if you are going to use stickers, that is. I do have a link to the Erin Condren website in the description box of this video. I am an affiliate with Erin Condren, and what that means is if you use my link, I do get credit for the sale, and the credits help me, like I get like points that I can then spend on future purchases to get a discount on future purchases. It doesn't cost you guys anything extra to use my affiliate link, but it does help me out if you are interested in an Erin Condren planner. It does help me out when you use that link. So now I'm going to do a flip through of all of the layouts. So here's the first one, very structured layout. And the second one, a little more chaotic. And then the third one was complete chaos. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Bye, everyone.